Today I'm going to get my soil ready for my garden. It's currently rainy season, so it's technically a good time to plant. It's actually raining today, so the vibes are chill. I had some soil delivered. This is just regular black dirt. Just soil with no fertilizer, no nothing in it. So I'm going to take the soil and I'm going to mix it. So let me show you the other things that I got. I also think I'm gonna see what my compost is hitting for. Maybe share a little composting tips that I've learned that are really easy. I'm so excited to get my porch garden back popping. I had a porch garden before, but in the process of moving twice, I've lost some plants. Oh my God, it's like pouring down over there. If you can hear, the rain is like, it's just right there. I think it's coming back this way. Anyway, I'm restarting my garden, so I still got some of my plant babies, but we're about to take it up a notch. So this is also what I got. I got fertilizer, and I got potting soil or potting mix for the seedlings. And then I got this to mix into the soil with the fertilizer. So I have in my soil, I have the just regular black dirt with the coconut coir, fertilizer, and compost. These are bags of sawdust that I use to help break down my compost. Because it is sawdust, I then have to put more nitrogen into the soil because the sawdust breaks down the nitrogen, it eats it up. So let's get started, shall we? Pretty chill vlog today in the garden. In the garden. Okay. I see what you did.
Blessings, I be learning my lessons. Truth and love in everything I be manifesting. So lay the plug from my roots up through my very essence. Initiation, spiritual acquiescence. The queen of cups, the waters flow through me, that healing vessel.
Okay, so
I taste
this
the
is
wind.
my first time actually mixing soil with my own recipe and research. I've done it in the past, helping people, and with like some farm work and volunteer work that I did, but this is my first time coming up with like my own concoction of what I think a good recipe will be for the soil. So we'll see. But first I'm going to get some of my black soil, which is just a bare organic soil matter. I'm going to put some of my tin here, my little old lady 17. I love this thing. I bought a bunch of them. Don't judge me.
In blood and bones, I sing the ancestor song. Light my candles, lay my offerings, I'm a writer of Which way to the waters? Which way which way, which way, which way? To the waters, to the waves, I'm a coast to the flame, cast my bones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To the waves, I'm a coast to the flames, cast my bones. Which way?
So these bags of soil cost me $8 Belize for a pound of soil, which is $4 US. So I'm gonna spend a lot, to be honest, for the soil. Grateful for that. But let's get her into the tent. Let's get that.
Longing to get all it needs. And I think about the ones that carried me along the way. Planting seeds and their prayers that I would be okay. How we drift away, you'll always find your way. Just way back home to the water. To the waves of a coast. To the waves of a coast. To the flames, cast my.
So I do everything like my ancestors, so I'm just seasoning by feeling, okay? So we're gonna start out with this much first. I forgot my garden tools. So I got my nifty garden tools to help. Ta-da. So I got some of my dirt in the tin. Now I'm going to add some of the coconut core. And I'm really excited to get this garden started because gardening has become a therapy for me in a lot of ways. It's a place for me to be still. It's a place for me to listen. It's a place for like those days when I feel unmotivated or I just feel like I don't know what to do with myself or I can't do anything with myself. Being able to like put my hands in the dirt and you know, be a part of something in that type of way, it's becoming very therapeutic for me. But also as a person who is looking to, as a person who makes medicine and as a person who likes feeding people and likes to grow things and who's like a lot of my work is around like decolonization, you know. So if you really think about it, in order to decolonize, it really does start with the stuff that we eat and what we put in our bodies and even our connections and how that stuff is brought forth, you know. So gardening has been a way for me to reconnect with my ancestors and to reclaim what I know is mine, you know. So for this garden, I'm going to be planting some medicinal herbs as well as I'm going to be planting some vegetables. I'm going to be planting some flowers. I have 2 lime trees that I don't necessarily know. I live in an apartment, so I don't know where to put them, but I might just put them in our yard and we'll see. But I just added the coconut core just a little bit. Like I said, I'm gardening like my ancestors would have. So my recipe is by filling, okay? By filling. We got some of the coconut core in. So I'm just gonna work this through. Work it through. Work it through. So I definitely have been contemplating on my next moves, and if you pay attention, a lot of you may know that I am an entrepreneur and that I have been running my own holistic wellness, spiritual business for at least the past 6 years. Solid 5 years. And I feel like I have more growth to do, and I feel like part of that growth is some of the ways that I just don't want to conform, or some of the ways in which I refuse to do certain things. And so I've had to have conversations with myself about that, about like how is that helping us, you know, if we really are trying to move forward, and if we really are trying to do some of the things in our life. And as I've had these conversations, and even the idea of me playing in dirt right now, it just makes me think of like my inner child. It makes me think of like childhood. And I feel like my inner child, all she ever wanted to do was be creative, you know? But I think I've had a lot of insecurities around my creative process and around the idea that I could be an artist, around the idea that I could just be beautiful, that I could just be, you know, I feel like when I was younger, I started to think that performing and stuff was vain. It was like people like you for such, I guess what I thought was kind of silly reasons or shallow reasons. Like people like models because they're beautiful, and we like actresses and actors because they're beautiful. We like entertainers and stuff because they're beautiful and they can do things that we think we can't do. And I think I felt guilty for having qualities that I couldn't explain, or that I didn't feel worthy of, or I didn't feel like I deserved. And so I've been healing a lot of that, and in healing that, I have just been getting back to the stuff that my inner child wanted to do. And my battle and my struggle was I either wanted to be a doctor or I wanted to be a star. Like I was like, I either want to be on Broadway or I want to be doing surgeries for people. I either want to be acting in films or I either want to be like coming up ways to cure diseases. And I feel like my path, you know, the way God be working has led me into a place where I've been able to open up the opportunity for both of those worlds to come together. You know, if I had went to school for medicine and been a normal doctor, I don't think I would have been able to embrace natural medicine in that path, you know. But then also embracing that path took me back to the understanding that, you know, in indigenous cultures, even in early cultures, like the healers were the artists, you know, the shamans were the ones who were playing the instruments and singing the songs and like recalling history through those types of ways, recalling spirit, recalling everything, you know. So I feel like my path, you know, because God always has a plan for us. There's always a bigger plan for us outside of what we can do for ourselves. And my path has definitely been pushing me to a space where both those worlds can come together. And I wasn't aware of it, you know. I'm glad I'm aware of it now. I'm glad I'm like not sabotaging as much, but now it's requiring me to have to do a little more work to accept that. So next I'm going to add some fertilizer. So I have fertilizer. I'm using, this one is for trees, shrubs, and flowers, but I also have one specifically for vegetables. But this is going to be the top off some of my plants because they've been thirsty for some loving. So this is for my plants that are already potted, and for 2 that I'm going to pot because they've been long overdue. I missed the full moon. Typically like to plant and do stuff with the full moon. I've learned that when you do it, the harvest tends to be fuller, more bountiful. But I'm just gonna go with it so I can follow my spirit and not be obedient. This is what this fertilizer looks like. Can you see? Look at that. Yes. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to pour this in here. It's so as I've been thinking about all of this, like the art and all the other stuff, it has made me realize that, first off, YouTube, I'm so grateful for y'all. And I realized the way that I set myself up. Because my intention with YouTube is to have a platform as an artist to where I can be in control of like the art that I'm putting out, the content that I'm creating, but also to have a direct connection with the people that I'm building a community with, but also the people who I'm sharing my art and experience with. And so YouTube really does mean a lot to me. I feel like it's the place that I've chosen to like share my authentic voice. And I realized since I started my channel, which my channel started like a long time ago, but I abandoned it shortly after. And I came back to it in April of 2020, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do this because my childhood self has always wanted to do this. Like, that's when I started my channel, was when I was in college on the natural heritage. And when I started it, I mean, I feel like compared to how some other people's stories we on YouTube, I've had a pretty successful run. Like, obviously, everybody wants to grow, and we want to grow faster, and blah, 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 blah. But I feel like, you know, I got my first 1,000 subscribers within 2 months of posting my first comeback video, and then my channel was monetized within like 6 months, which is unheard of. So it took me 6 months to get 1,000 subscribers to get my channel monetized. Now after that, I noticed it got a little slow with the growth, and I do think that that is a lot because YouTube hasn't been promoting some of my stuff, but I also am seeing it as an opportunity to grow, you know, and to challenge myself. And so I've still been doing YouTube kind of part-time, and so I think I've been really sitting with the idea of what does it mean for me to shift into being a full-time YouTuber. And I wrestle with that because I'm a millennial, okay? I'm not a Gen Zer, so I feel kind of old, and I feel like, am I got time for that? That's still gonna work for me. But I realize that's negative thoughts. I'm like, this is actually my time. I'm like, I was made to be a type of person to be successful on the internet, and I've been running from that and avoiding it. So I'm shifting myself into a space to just do YouTube for I can't even say it. I'm shifting myself in a space to do YouTube full time, to give myself a period, even if it's like 6 months to a year, to just focus on that and then see what it feels like and what it means to just be able to focus on one thing instead of being spread out and giving my energy to so many things, you know. And I think, obviously, I don't believe in having all your eggs in one basket, but I do believe you at least need to secure a basket first, you know, and then start spreading the eggs out. So I've been looking to do that. And so I'm just about to be gardening and sewing stuff and making medicines and, you know, celebrating the art in me and singing, taking my voice lessons. You know, I'm gonna take an acting class so I can get back into just getting outside of myself and more into my body, and just, you know, I have so many things that I just want to do. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to bringing y'all with me, because obviously I'm about to document it all. So I got this compost, but I need to get some of the moisture out, so put some sawdust to liquidy, so I'm adding more brown matter. I'm going to top this off with dirt, and I'm going to close it. The easiest way to compost, honestly, is to get some dirt, to put it in a bucket, and to bury your food in it. Every time you put food in it, put another heaping of dirt and like dead leaves on top. Close that off, or keep watering it, but keeping the lid closed and the liquid straining until it breaks down. But I just close mine off and come back. Cannot make this up. Look at this. She's working hard, okay? Hard for her garden. so hard for the garden. Okay, so in this, I'm going to put my holy basil plant. Holy basil here. And it's already, it just needs transplanting.
We are never frequently as I release these frequencies speak every low phallus in the place keep from me as I release these frequencies.
So this is holy basil, also known as Tulsi. It definitely is long overdue to be planted, so I usually, like I said, wait till the full moon, but I'm just going to plant it because it needs to be in a pot. And it's got this biodegradable thing around it, but I think I'm going to take it off just for the sake of, I want it to be able to really stretch out. So
Free my city, free my seed. Bless my situation, give me freedom. Bless the generation, give them mercy. Bless the situation. Whoa, be with me frequently. Bless my situation, give me love. Bless the situation, let them know that you love, know you can love. Free my city, free my seed. Bless my situation, show me love. Hey. Bless the generation, let them know that you love, know that you love. We are never far. We are never far. We are never far. We are never. Frequently, as I release these frequencies, speak through me. Every low phallus in the place keep from me. As I release these frequencies. Free my city, free my seed. Bless my situation, give me freedom. Bless the situation, give them mercy. Bless the situation. Oh, be with me frequently. Bless my situation, show me love, show me love. Bless the situation, let them know that you love, know that you love. Free my city, free my seed. Bless my situation, show me love, show me love, show me love. Bless the generation, let them know that you love, know that they're loved. We are never far. We are never far. We are never far. We are never. Free my city, free my seed. Bless my situation, show me love. Bless the generation, let them know that you're loved, know that there's love.
holy basil. Okay, so now that we got the holy basil repotted, hopefully she does well and she don't start tripping and stressing, but we're gonna monitor her. It's not extremely sunny out, so I appreciate that, because sometimes I transplant the plants at night so that way the sun doesn't shock them either. So we're just going to give her some time to acclimate, but I'm also going to go add some soil to some of my other plants, so let's do that. Oh, this thing heavy. My vein is about to get the soil top off. This beauty, some of my babies struggle, okay, with the moves, so don't judge me. They don't normally be looking like this. This beauty's about to get a top off too. We just gonna top off some of these legs. Yes, indeed.
On this healing, giving names to my feelings. I've been plotting new beginnings, so I'll be ready for this ending. I've been calling on my own face, taking time to get to know me, casting out whatever holds me. Old ways, I lay them down to sleep. Spirit willing, know my soul gon' keep. Know these bones I got is ancient alchemy. Used to be scared to breathe, now I'm in. I'm in
Okay, so I'm gonna plant this oregano too. Oregano, here they got the big leaf oregano, which I appreciate so much. I use this for yoni steaming, respiratory, tea to cook with, purr. Again, I would have preferred to plant it at the full moon, but I didn't have what I needed, so I'm a little late, but we're gonna do it.
To life, so many people giving death a try. How much is freedom? Tell me what's the price? So many people holding on despair. They say they living, but they going through the motions. They say they're with it, but they feel with limitation. They think they get it, but no, really they don't know nothing. I've been out here swimming deeper and deeper. I feel the river rushing smooth across my ego. I am a light being made from dust. I am a phoenix, yes, I'm rising up. I've been working day and night, trying to bring this dream to life. Am I lost in paradise, or the makings of my mind? Pisces moon got me floating. My angels keep me focused, yeah.
So I think I'm gonna water my plants now, and I'm also gonna mix some of this pesticide so that I can keep the ants away and some of these other bugs, child. But yes, I hope you enjoy this vlog. It's just pretty chill. It's me and my garden today. I would share more, but I don't really feel like it. I'm probably gonna go get me some food or find something to eat at home and finish enjoying the rest of this day. Gotta edit a video for tomorrow, which will probably be this one. But I'm gonna use a spoon I got from my Miracle Girl plant food to measure out this natural pesticide.
Ready, alright. Ready, alright. We are ready, alright. Ready, alright. We are ready, alright. Ready, alright. We are 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 ready, alright.
Okay, so now I'm gonna water my plants, and I did apply some of the food, but I'm going to water the plants, and I'm going to add some of my natural pesticides, and that'll be the end, son.
Ready, alright. We are 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 ready, alright.
So there we have it. Get a little check-in. Make sure you like this video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what's your garden look like. Are you into gardening these days? What type of hobbies you got popping? What you got popping? What you got popping? Anyway, I'm going to finish with applying my pesticide, and then I'm gonna go do me. But I was really grateful to be able to spend today in the garden with y'all and to chop it up a little bit, and to most importantly love on my plants and nourish them a little bit. And I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.